We're with Coach Pitt. Coach Pitt, we talked before the game about your 3 keys of success. Did you accomplish those 3 keys in yourself?
I think so. I think we controlled a lot of the play. We did give it up for about 10 minutes each period and that sort of thing, and that kind of hurt us. But we were able to score early in the second half where we missed our opportunities in the first half. And so when we did score, we shot low in the corners like we were talking about and hit the target. So I'm really happy with how they played overall, and our finishing was really good tonight. I'm a little disappointed in both goals that they scored, but they were good. They worked hard in different areas of the game and made it difficult for us.
We'll talk about that first goal of the game. I mean, you started off about 17 seconds, possibly could have taken the lead, and then Prairie View comes back with their first shot on goal. What was the speech during halftime? It was a close game there.
Well, by halftime, at least we were back in the lead. But right there in that first 5 to 10 minutes, I mean, like you say, we could have been up 2 or 3-0, and but they come back, counterattack on one opportunity. We don't go and put pressure on the ball like we kind of said pregame, and then got a deflection from Hokie that laid off perfectly for them to hit it first time and score a nice goal. So it was really against the run of play. And then they controlled everything for about the next 5 minutes, but then we settled down and finally got that closing goal.
Well, we talked about also in the beginning taking shots when given. Yeah. You took 20 shots tonight. Yeah. Was that what you expected from your team?
Yeah, I think we actually took a lot more than 20 shots. They didn't all get registered. There were headers, there were kind of half shots that didn't make it all the way to the goal and that sort of thing. But we had tons of opportunities, so I'm very pleased on where we were taking our chances or taking the chances, and they didn't all go in for us, but we created an awful lot tonight.
Okay, 2 more questions. Yeah. The last 2 minutes got a little chippy there.
Yeah.
Overall, what was your feeling? I mean, they scored the goal. It's a 3-2 game. Yeah. What was your feeling?
Well, I was a little disappointed that we kind of lost our composure for a little bit. It sort of started with a little bit of sporting type play from them where Taylor had kind of waited until the last second to pick that ball up. And whether she made contact with the girl or not, I don't know. But that stopped the clock, and that let them all get a breather where we didn't need them to have a breather. And then there was a couple of fouls that were not called because they had advantage or we had advantage, and it could get ugly. But in the end, we did okay. The referee did a good job. The linesmen were good. They called the fouls that they needed to, and overall, I wasn't nervous at the end, but at the same time, we just didn't want to let them have too much.
Well, Coach, you go to 5-4 now. 4 of those wins come right here at Hartzler Field. Is it just something about the home stadium?
Well, I think they're reacting well at home, that's for sure. And we usually go and travel and play on the same day, so normally we're just a little bit more tired than our opponents a lot of the time. And but they do play really well here, so it's the nice atmosphere playing under the lights almost every game. The girls are really up for it. We got good boisterous crowds. They're loud. They're for us every time. I think it really helps.
And last question, your next 3 games are actually going to be on the road. What do you expect from that? I mean, you talked about traveling and stuff.
Yeah. They're going to be tough ones because Charlotte's been historically very good, and that's the first one, but they've dropped a couple games, and I think if we play well and be organized, we've got a chance to possibly get it upset there. And then we go on the big one to Maryland, who just tied Duke yesterday at home. So if they're tying a team that was a finalist last year, that's a little bit scary. But, hey, these are big games. These are the biggest ones the girls are going to get a play in this year. And the Cleveland State, I don't know a whole lot about them, so we'll get some scouting reports and see how we stack up. But I think we could possibly get a win, a tie, and a draw in there, maybe. That'd be awesome, And the wins against Duke, of course. I mean, Maryland, sorry.
All right, Coach Pitt with his next win. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
We're here with our actually voted on player of the game through our Twitter, FMU player of the game, Brittney Smith. What did you think of your performance tonight?
I think I did okay. There was a couple times that I had chances on goal that I didn't really take, and I passed it off when I should have kept going to goal. But I think overall I did fine, and I worked hard, and that's basically how I try to play every game.
Let me ask you this. Do you normally play like that? Because we were up in the booth talking. Your hustle is incredible. I mean, you're all over the field. Is that how you've always played?
Yeah, I guess that's just how I was raised playing. My parents taught me to just give it your all and come off the field feeling exhausted, and that means you've done all you could.
Now, let me ask you this. The final 2 minutes of the game, it got a little chippy there towards the end. What did you see with Taylor's elbow over there?
Oh, I don't know. I think that girl shouldn't have come running in like that, but I'm just glad nothing bigger happened out of it, and got settled.